Is the salute to 75, a Springfield native, Larry Phillips, and he made NASCAR history as the first driver to win 5 NASCAR Weekly Series national championships and was later named one of the NASCAR's 75 greatest drivers. His incredible career has now earned him an induction to the NASCAR Hall of Fame class of 2027. Larry Phillips wasn't just a racing legend. He was one of our own, and he will always be part of the history of Lebanon I-44 Speedway. Tonight, we proudly remember Larry Phillips, and tonight, in his honor, we welcome Judy Phillips. Larry's wife is in attendance tonight. I believe she is sitting down there in the white car in the infield, staying cool, so she might make an appearance here and step out. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, at Lebanon I-44 Speedway, we proudly celebrate Military Appreciation Night. We'd like to give a special welcome to all of our visitors from Fort Winterwood, as well as every active duty service member and veteran joining us tonight. Because of your service and sacrifice, we have the freedom to gather with our families and enjoy the sport we love and go racing. So from everyone here at Lebanon I-44 Speedway, thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifice, and welcome to the race fans. Welcome to the races. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a serviceman or woman fighting in the military or have fought in the military, would you please stand as we give you a round of applause and support. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. Let's show them support. Now, if everybody would please rise with them and remove your caps as we go to prayer, followed by our national anthem. And as I had mentioned, getting out of the car, ladies and gentlemen, Judy Phillips, Larry Phillips' wife, will be joining us here tonight for the Salute to 75. Let us pray. Lord Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for a great night of racing. Lord, we know it's hot outside, but Lord, we appreciate the wind today. We felt it. Lord, we appreciate just the atmosphere tonight, ladies. And Lord, we just thank you for all the men and women that have fought for our country. Lord, we ask you just keep everybody safe tonight, all the fans and the drivers and the workers. And Lord, most of all, we thank you for who you are. Lord, we thank you for the opportunity, Lord, to have a relationship with you. And I pray tonight, Lord, if there's people that don't know you tonight, Lord, I pray that they find somebody that does. And we'd be more than happy to have them join a relationship with you so they can have everlasting life. Lord, we honor you and we praise you, and we thank you for this great night. In Jesus' name, amen. Ladies and gentlemen, on the track right now is our Warriors Watch Riders carrying the flags for us for our national anthem. God bless Lebanon I-44 Speedway, and God bless United States of America. And once again, we thank the Warriors Watch Riders for joining us here tonight. We also thank every man and woman that is here tonight that has fought for our country as an active service member or veteran joining us here tonight. And as I mentioned tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Salute to 75, and we get to put them in the Hall of Fame. If we would please help me give a warm welcome and a round of applause to Judy Phillips, Larry's wife, for joining us here tonight. Judy, thank you for being here. Enjoy tonight's race in action, and welcome back to Lebanon I-44 Speedway. It's about time we put them in the Hall of Fame. Got a great night of racing for you fans tonight. As I mentioned, 8 classes tonight of racing, so we got a lot of racing. And so sit back and enjoy. Don't forget to visit our concession stand, get you something to eat and drink, and to enjoy tonight's race in action as we are getting the Bald and Bougie Bandoleros lined up here. As we got 4 signed in for tonight's race in action. As on the pole will be the 7 of Sam Douglas. On the outside will be St. Louis, Missouri's 15 of Jedrick Sidler. There'll be the 24 of Dominic Stevenson out of Lebanon, Missouri, and the 88 of August Jurgensen out of Lebanon, Missouri. We have 3 drivers from this field race last weekend at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway in Nashville, Tennessee. We had Jedrick Sidler there in the 15, finishing the top 5. Dominic Stevenson with a 14th finish. And Sam Douglas, well, he got introduced to turn number 1 at Nashville Speedway by a couple of cars, 22 cars at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway last weekend. It was pretty exciting to see our drivers here at Lebanon I-44 Speedway compete there at the historic Nashville Fairgrounds as they are fighting to keep that track alive. So we wanted to go up there and support them. But here we go. All season long, it's been Sam Douglas, but 15 of Jedrick Sidler got the win back in July the 18th. Right now it is the battle between Douglas and Sidler right there. Sidler on the inside of Sam as Sidler jumped up there, takes the lead from the 15 of Sam Douglas. As Jedrick Sidler now about 2 car lengths in front of the 7 of Sam. At 24, Dominic Stevenson sitting there in 3rd. August Jurgensen, a rookie season for him, just getting some seat time in that 88 machine. We appreciate all the drivers for being here. But right now, it is all the 15 of Jedrick Sidler out front in that 15 machine. 7 of Sam Douglas in 2nd. And Dominic Stevenson in 3rd. So checker flag in the air as it was Jedrick Sidler, Sam Douglas, Dominic Stevenson, and August Jurgensen. Up next, it will be our front-wheel drive Bandoleros coming on the track as Right now on my race pass, we got 3 signed in. As we got a new driver. Was currently right now in Lebanon, Missouri, the 3W of Tyler Morrison. And then it's going to be Coondog Holton Simmons out of Hartville, Missouri, that has gotten the couple of wins already this season, 2 wins for him. And it'll be Derek Patton out of Stoutland, Missouri in the P10. So we got 2 gray vans with the number 3. That'll keep our scores busy up here. Then we got the P10. As we've been seeing on Facebook, if you follow Tyler Morrison and Holton Simmons, been doing a little bit of Facebook talk as a lot. And we got another number. So it looks like we got a late entry to 32. So 4 vans. As it'll be Simmons and Morrison on the front row as green flag is in the air. As just saw Holton, who is on the side of the 3 van, 3W, as right now it's the battle of the 3s here, as the 3W and Tyler Morrison on that inside. Holton Simmons trying to look on the outside of Tyler, but we got a race back there with the 32 in the P10. As right now we've got a battle for the lead between the rivals, Morrison and Simmons. As right now it's been the 3W of Tyler Morrison out front. Here comes that neon yellow 32. And contact made there between Simmons and Morrison. Oh, Simmons trying to move Morrison out of the way. Oh, no, here we go. We're going to brake check here with the vans. Here comes the 32 now. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go. And look at this, Holton Simmons takes the lead going down the backstretch. Problems for the 3W, Tyler Morrison at the line. It's going to be Holton Simmons with the win, the 32. We don't have a name on that van, but it'll be the 3 of Holton Simmons, the 32. But wow, the whole race, it was Tyler Morrison. But problems for him as that minivan was losing power, it seemed like, and he lost a couple of spots. Facebook page for all the details on that. That'll be coming up here in a couple of weeks. Got a special guest in the flag stand tonight. John might lose his job tonight. We'll see. He does a pretty good job. Here we go. On the pole for this one, it'll be Gravelly's Mills, Missouri's one of Gary Barrows. On the outside, going to be the 23 of Michael Jurgensen out of Lebanon, Missouri. Row number 2 on the inside will be Lebanon, Missouri's 53 of Joe Williams. And on the outside will be the 76 of Hal Smith. And it'll be Benny Ward in the 7W out of Lebanon, Missouri. Benny is no longer sponsored by WW Tire. So, no sponsorship from WW Tire for the 7 of Benny Ward. Right now, it's a great field here for the Nicholas Bradshaw Chargers. 5 cars, 6 laps is the distance. Gary Barrows, Michael Jurgensen, and Joe Williams. All 3 of those drivers have gotten a feature win this season. Green flag is in the air. Here we go, down the back stretch they go. Gary Barrows and Michael Jurgensen side by side for the lead out front. And here comes Joe Williams, but right now it is Michael Jurgensen taking lap number 1. As Gary Barrows is staying right there with Jurgensen as he pushes up the racetrack now. Here comes Herbert in the 53. As the 23 of Michael Jurgensen still out front, but Joe Williams now gaining some speed as he works on the outside of the 1 of Barrows. Jumps up to that 2nd spot going into turns number 3 and 4 now. In front of the 1 of Barrows, as we've got 3 cars battling up front and 2 cars battling back there for 4th, as Hale Smith and Benny Ward battling back there for that 4th spot. Benny Ward now on the inside of the 76 of Smith, as everybody else is single file up front with Jurgensen, Williams, and Barrows. As we got 4 laps in, 2 more laps to go. As it's all Michael Jurgensen out front. Joe Williams in the 53 in 2nd, the 1, and Gary Barrows in 3rd. Benny Ward sitting in 4th with Hal Smith in 5th. But it's going to be the 23 of Michael Jurgensen. It's the win. 53 of Joe Williams 2nd, the 1 of Gary Barrows coming home in 3rd. Great job there by Draven. Flying the flags tonight. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the he's got the flag. He's ready to go. He says, "Send me cars," he says. Well, we got a new class coming out. As we got the Legends going to be coming out. As it'll be a first time for them here in a long, long time. As since we've reopened, they haven't been here. And so we got 4 Legends here tonight for their first night. On the pole out of Jefferson City, Missouri, with a 111 of Kellen Murphy. As he raced bandos with us a couple of years. There'll be a 68 of Bent Murphy out of Jefferson City, Missouri. Row number 2 on the inside. Got Nate Scribner in the 29 and John Hickley in the 11. Green flag is in the air. As we got a one going around. The 29 of Nate Scribner. So we're sitting here on August the 15th. I got to give a shout out to my one and only great son, Jonah Edson. He's going to be celebrating his 3rd birthday on Monday. So happy birthday to my buddy Jonah. I want to let you know that Daddy loves you. If you're here, I hope you're enjoying the races. If you're not, I'm sure you're watching races on Show Me Dirt. He does love race cars. He likes to wrestle as well, and likes dinosaurs as well. Want to remind everybody also we've got the Wild Side concession stand open with my beautiful, lovely wife over there, Bethany, and her friend Gile. Go over there and give those girls some support tonight, as here, especially Super Shane, sending all the thoughts and love to Gile and Colt and Calvert and Calvary, as they lost the loved one in their family last week. So we want to keep them in our prayers, but hopefully they are enjoying a great night here racing. As the lights are going off, green flag this time. And also want to let everybody know that I am staying hydrated up here, and I am eating enough calories from my buddy over there in Pork Belly Ben, who makes the greatest homemade chips on the planet, Tyler Pollock, delivered by Houston Pollock, a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. Green flag is back in the air, as right now it is the 111 of Kellen Murphy out front. Nate Scribner in the 29 after the spin, and turn number 1 is in second. You got the 11 of John Hickley in third. 68. Bennett Murphy sitting there in fourth. As 2 laps in now, as Nate Scribner right on the back bumper of the 111 of Kellen Murphy, and we got one went up the track, now back onto the track, that 11 of John Hickley. We've got a pretty good race for the lead. As Kellen Murphy we got 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go. It's all Murphy out front, but Scribner staying right there with Murphy. As we got 3 more laps to go now. Here we go. Nate Scribner coming strong here late. Down the backstretch they go. Murphy on the inside, Scribner on the outside. Queen racing for the lead. As white flag is in the air. And once again, only one transponder working, so it's going to come down to our hand scores if they stay this close. And going into turns number 3 and 4, out of 4, at the line, 1:11. Kellen Murphy. Wow. Great run there by the 29 of Nate Scribner, but it was the 1:11 of Kellen Murphy getting the heat race win. Get ready now for late model qualifying coming up here next. As first one out will be the 05 of Cade McQuinney, Lebanon, Missouri. Sponsored by KO5 on YouTube. Right now. Cade McQuinney in the 05 machine in the late models has gotten 1 feature win on the season, and he is your point leader. As his first lap is a 15.030. And 14.932. Come on the track down will be the 73 of Trenton Masters. Out of Columbia, Missouri. His sponsors is Trillium Accounting, Brennan Willard Motorsports, 91 Performance, Soundcheck, Popeye Tire and Garage, Cyber Edge Hosting, Culvert Concrete LLC, Show Me Dirt, Throttle Up Podcast. As he is currently second to point standings, 26 points behind the 05 of Cade McQuinney. '73 of Trenton Masters with a 15.146. And 15.086. That puts him second. Coming on the track right now, it's going to be the 27 of Joe Ross out of Independence, Missouri, sponsored by R&S Automotive, 91 Performance, and Deco Painting. Joe Ross has ran with us a limited times here this season, but good to have the Ross family and Ross Racing Team R&S Automotive machine back with us here in that 27. His first lap will be a 14.974. 14.974. A 15.035. 15.035. So a little bit slower on that second lap. Last but not least, he is two-time M3 Hilltop Ranch Lebanon track champion. Out of Fairgrove, Missouri, it's going to be the 91 of Dylan Bates, sponsored by John Chris Racing, R&S Automotive, Z-Max Lubricants, and two-time Lebanon I-44 Speedway track champion, with 4 wins on the season for him this season. But he's ran with us a limited times. As his first lap will be a 14.884 quick time, 14.884. As a 14.777, 14.777 for Dylan Bates in the 91. So that will wrap it up for late model qualifying. As up next will be our Nate's Concrete Pumping Street Stocks. Only one heat for VIP tonight. A little low on the car count in the street stocks, as we've had a couple that been trying to get their cars repaired. So we're missing a few tonight, but hopefully they'll be back with us on August the 29th, just like you will. As they get ready to roll out here, this is how they will line up for the street stocks. On the pole will be Dakota Scribner out of Eldon, Missouri. On his outside will be the 99 of Corey Henson. Row number 2 will be Lebanon, Missouri's 5 of Matt Hazel. On his outside will be the 33 of Riley Sharp out of Fairgrove, Missouri. It's going to be the 5 of Michael Jurgensen. And the 88 out of Lebanon, Missouri, Ed Mangus. On the outside, out of Lebanon, Missouri, car number 6. Then row number 4 will be Chris Johnson in the 00 of Lebanon, Missouri. And Josh Hazel in car number 4 out of Waynesville, Missouri. So 8 laps will be the distance for the heat race tonight. As the points battle for the street stocks, Michael Jurgensen with a 15-point lead in front of the 27 Dakota Scribner. Matt Hazel sitting third, 35 points. As here we go. Green flag is in the air. Draven with the green flag. As we are underway here with Dakota Scribner out front in the 27-5. Matt Hazel in second. The 88 of Michael Jurgensen working his way on the outside of the 5 of Hazel. Jumping up there. That second spot, we got troubles for the 27 Dakota Scribner as caution comes out. So trouble there for the 27 as they have 27-88 is stopped here on the front stretch. So a tough break there for the 27 of Dakota Scribner. I hate to see that 27 get pushed into the infield there. Man, he was in the hunt for the championship. So we'll see if they get that 27 machine going again before the feature. Right now it is Michael Jurgensen, your leader, Chris Johnson and Matt Hazel. Row number 2, Corey Henson and Josh Hazel. As green flag is back in the air. Still Michael Jurgensen out front. Here comes Chris Johnson in the 00. When he's here, he's a strong competitor up front in that 00 machine. As we will have a new race leader, the 00, Chris Johnson out front. Here comes the 5 of Matt Hazel. Going on the inside of the 88 of Michael Jurgensen. Down the back stretch, they go down the turns number 3 and 4. As what a race up towards the front here in the Nate's Concrete Pumping Street Stock Heat Race. Little appetizer before we get to tonight's feature. As it's Chris Johnson out front, Michael Jurgensen trying to hold off the 5 of Matt Hazel. Checker flag in the air for the 00, Chris Johnson. The 88 of Michael Jurgensen, second. The 5 of Matt Hazel coming home in third. Up next, we will have a new class with our Dirt Pure Stocks. Going to be joining us. So we got 3 cars. We had 4 show up, but the night of Mike Piercy had some car troubles, so he backed out his entry. So we got 3 Pure Stocks here tonight. So on the pole will be the 174 of Derek Lampy out of Springfield, Missouri. There'll be the 16 of Cooper Warren Co. out of Buffalo, Missouri, the 16. There'll be the 13 of Greg Dykstra out of Marshfield, Missouri. Green flag is in the air. Right now it's the 174 of Derek Lampy out front with Cooper Warren Co. And car number 16 behind the 174. Right on the back bumpers, lap number 1 will go to Derek Lampy in the 174. As here comes Warren Co. The outside of Lampy. Down the back stretch into turns number 3 and 4 they go. They're running up there on the high side of the high banks. As Lampy shuts the door on the 16 of Warren Co. Right now it is still Derek Lampy out front, side by side for the lead. Lampy on the inside, Warren Co. on the outside, going to carry that full swing momentum at the line. 0.06 of a second separating Lampy and Warren Co. It's still Lampy out front, but Warren Co. has the advantage going into turns 3 and 4. He's going to carry that momentum once again, that full swing. And new race leader, the 16 of Cooper Warren Co. As once again, 2 cars battling there. Lampy not letting up with 2 more laps to go. White flag is in the air. As it's going to go to Cooper Warren Co. Derek Lampy coming home first and second, and Greg Dykstra in the 13 coming home in third. All right, getting it ready now for the Martins one-stop Crown Vic. 3 heat races for the Crown Vics tonight. As we had 19 checked in for tonight's race in action. On the pole will be, for heat race number 1, the 55 of Brian Moore out of St. Robert, Missouri. On the outside will be the 05 of Kay McQuinney out of Lebanon, Missouri. There'll be the 18 of Adam Howie out of New Haven, Missouri. Will be the 88 of Zane Martin out of Bourbon, Missouri. Row number 3 will be Lakeway, Missouri. 75 of Brad Halterman. On the outside will be the 68 of Nathaniel Landwehr, and the 73 of Joseph McWhorter out of St. Robert, Missouri. All right, here we go. Heat race number 1. Draven and John waving the green flag. And we're underway for the Martins one-stop Crown Vic. Heat race number 1. Moore and McQuinney out front. McQuinney pulls away down the backstretch, going to turns number 3 and 4. Here comes Martin. The outside. The 55 of Moore. Right now it is McQuinney, Moore, Martin. That's Kate McQuinney out front, the 88 of Zane Martin in second, Brian Moore in third. Right now it's still Kate McQuinney out front, the 05, the 88 of Zane Martin in second, the 55 of Brian Moore in third. Here comes Zane Martin in the 88. Slowly gaining ground on the 05 of Kay McQuinney. Down the backstretch in the turns number 3 and 4 they go. Kay's been helping out Zane a lot on iRacing, especially here at the track. It's paying off as the 88 is right there. The rear quarter panel of the 05 of McQuinney as Martin is going to drive it and send it in the turns number 3 and 4 as 0.06 of a second separating Martin and McQuinney. Down the backstretch they go. Martin with the advantage as they're racing side by side at the high banks of Lebanon I-44 Speedway. Martin's going to slide in front of McQuinney. McQuinney trying to do the slide job back on the inside. As great racing up front. Look at the 73 of Joseph McWhorter. Started at the back, has worked his way up into that third spot with a brand new race car, night number 2 out for him. But at the line, it's going to be Zane Martin, your race winner. Kay McQuinney coming on second. And the 73 of Joseph McWhorter, your top 3 in the last race that are going to be starting in the back right there. Heat race number 1 is going to be starting the back of the feature tonight. So, great race there for heat race number 1. So we get ready now for heat race number 2 on the pole out of Grove Springs, Missouri. We call him Radar Farmer Decker. Car number 31 on his outside out of Columbia, Missouri will be the 0 Trick Masters. Row number 2 on the inside will be Marshville, Missouri, 69 of Chris Tender. And on the outside will be the 70 of Yvette Eichelman out of Cuba, Missouri. Row number 3 on the inside will be Sierra Hurd. Car number 8 out of Lebanon, Missouri. And there'll be the 3 of Garth Griswold out of Plato, Missouri. Here they go. Lights are off. Farmer Decker and Trick Masters on row number 1. Chris Tender, Yvette Eichelman, row number 2. Sierra Hurd and Garth Griswold, row number 3. Green flag is in the air. Out front is the 31 of Farmer Decker, Yvette Eichelman. Stepped up to that second spot. As at the line, it's going to be Radar Farmer Decker. Takes lap number 1. Yvette Eichelman working on the inside of Farmer Decker as we got the 3 battling there with the 69 of Chris Tender. Tender on the inside, Griswold on the outside. There's almost a 3-wide battle there for second. So right behind Yvette, a lot of great racing behind Eichelman as Masters gets pushed up the track there in car number 0. And Masters is going to pull it in. So tough break there for the 0 Trick Masters. Makes the hard right turn into the pit area. As it is Yvette Eichelman, Chris Tender, and Farmer Decker, your top 3. Still Yvette Eichelman out front. Chris Tender in the 69, second to 3 of Garth Griswold in third. See, Eichelman will come out of turn number 3 and 4 with 2 more laps to go. White flag is in the air. Eichelman out front as Sierra Hurd tried to battle with the 31 of Farmer Decker to get 1 spot. But coming out turn number 4, it's going to be the 70 of Yvette Eichelman. Chris Tender to 69 second. Garth Griswold in the 3, coming home in third. Heat race number 3. Coming on the track on the pole will be Eldridge, Missouri's 93 of Roger Graves. On the outside will be the 16 of Arlita Vest out of Lebanon, Missouri. Row number 2 will be St. Robert, Missouri, 7 of Dakota Hubbard. On the outside will be the 62 of Bo Gile out of Lebanon, Missouri. Then in row number 3 will be Jacob Merriman out of Eldon, Missouri, in car number 28. And Marshall, Missouri is 19 of Clay Sarton. Green flag is in the air. As caution is coming out, as we're going to go original restart. So track safety crew is going to check the track for debris. But wild start here to Martin's one-stop Crown Vic heat race number 3. So waiting here for the car to get a tire changed, I believe. I want to remind everybody to visit our souvenir stand, get you some I-44 Speedway apparel, as well as get you the racing program done by Tim Barrier and his crew at Lone Oak Printing. Also, don't forget to stop by and get you some lemonade as well at Route 66 Lemonade Stand. And get you some food at the concession stand as well. And don't forget to stop by the Highland Dairy pit stop as well. Want to give a big shout out to my friends at Jacket Nation Sports. They had a great turnout yesterday at the Spring Hollow Golf Course for their tournament. I think 25 teams, all the proceeds to benefit the Lebanon Booster Club, and a shout out to my friend Rockin' Red Barbecue. Has had some fabulous pulled pork and some ribs. The best barbecue in town. As green flag is back in the air, as they go into turns number 1 and 2 for heat race number 3. Roger Graves out front as Jacob Merriman in second, trying to hold on to 62. Bo Gile, who's on the outside. We are 2 laps in now, and here comes Merriman on the inside of Gile. As Gile went high in turns 1 and 2, and it looks like problems for the 62 of Bo Gile. He comes to a slow pace here. He's just going to pull it right into the infield here in the small track. So tough right there for the 62 of Bo Gile. As right now it is Roger Graves out front. The 28 of Jacob Merriman taking it high and wide up there in turns 1 and 2. As 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go. As it's Roger Graves out front in the 93. Jacob Merriman in second. And Clay Sarton in the 19 in third. White flags in the air, one more time around for the 93 Roger Graves. Jacob Merriman still in that second spot. Clay Sarton in third, as Graves will come into turn number 4 the final time. And out front and take the heat race win. 93 Roger Graves, Jacob Merriman in second, Clay Sarton in the 19. Team finishing third. Fifth, mark it down on your calendars. The American Big Rig Racing Series is coming to Lebanon I-44 Speedway. And get ready for a full night of action Saturday, September the 5th. And watch these powerful big semis battle on the racetrack. The ones that you just see over there off of Interstate 44. Going to be racing, so be looking forward to that. And then September the 19th, it is our praise worship night here at Lebanon I-44 Speedway, And we are going to have my great friend and worship pastor at Southern Heights Christian Church, Ryan Shoemaker, will be leading worship during intermission. And then he will be kind of defending his faster pastor title in kind of a fun Bandolero championship style race where we're going to have different types of races and so the vans. And so looking forward to that. So we'll be bringing churches and families and racing and worship together for one night to celebrate Jesus Christ on September the 19th. So then we got Bucks and Ducks coming up, a big event as well. But right now we've got Bald and Bougie Bandolero is going to be competing as we got the 15. Independence, Missouri's 15 of Jedrick Sidler and the 7 of Sam Douglas, the 24 of Dominic Stevenson, and the 88 of August Jurgensen going to be competing as well. And once again, we mentioned that a lot of these drivers got to compete last weekend at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. We had one of our videographers, Trustin Cox, there and got some great footage of the drivers that competed last weekend. "12 laps will be the distance. Do not have transponders tonight, so it won't be on the scoreboard. But we all can still count, can't we? Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Jedrick Sidler out front. Team Sam Douglas in car number 7 in second. Dominic Stevenson in the 24 in third. 1 lap in. They'll go to the 15 of Jedrick Sidler. The 7 of keeping within striking distance of Sam. As down the backstretch they go, Sam now gaining some ground on the 15 of Sidler. As they go down into turns 1 and 2, down the backstretch they go, coming up on some lap traffic here. August is going to get out of the way. Great job there. An up-and-coming driver right there. Keep your eye on 88 of August Jurgensen. As more time behind that seat, he's going to get competitive. As we're still missing a 16, Leland Green. As he had a big old crash here on the front stretch a couple weeks ago, trying to get that car back together. And we've got problems from one of the cars. We still got a good race up front, though. As and we got debris. Caution. As Dom is in the backside of his car. So caution will come out. As we were keeping down speed, kept hitting a scraping noise, and not sure where it was coming from, the 24 to the 88, but it's coming from the 24. And lost the whole right side and the back end. just kind of held together some little pins that you use, and he's going to continue on, it looks like. So without the body, kind of looks pretty cool without the back end of it there. Looks like a S10 pickup truck or a Ranger. So, well, right now it's been the 15 of Jedrick Sidler. Once again, when he's here, him and Sam have been very competitive up towards the front. Like I said, Jedrick was at Nashville last weekend. And we had a top 5 finish there as green flag is back in the air. Down the front stretch now in the turns number 1 and 2. Looks like 4 to go as Sam is trying to find the extra groove there to get that 7 machine back up close to the 15. But right now it's the 15 staying within 1 to 2 car lengths in front of the 7 of Sam Douglas. White flag is in the air. One more time around. And checkered flag is in the air for the 15 of Jedrick Sidler. Sam Douglas coming home second. And Dominic Stevenson coming home in third. So Jedrick is going to get a once-in-a-lifetime trophy here. He's going to take off his safety equipment. Race fans, let them hear you. Your Bald and Bougie Bandolero feature winner to 15, Jedrick Sidler. Oh, okay. Cowboy. Woo, yeah. All right. Jedrick, first off, what's up with the cowboy hat, bub?
You know, it's from my new sponsor, Diamond G Hat Company. I want to thank them for hopping on board with us. And just real quick, I want to thank Wagner Portrait. They've been here since day one. Yeah, I want to thank them sponsors.
I didn't know if it was probably coming off of that good finish there in Nashville and coming out of Country Music City there, coming home with a cowboy hat. But hey, I was telling the fans, Sam and Dom got to go experience Nashville, and you've been there a couple of times this year. And man, for you and your family and your crew to go to Nashville and compete, come back to a totally different racetrack and still be strong here, man, that takes a lot of work, don't it?
Yeah, for sure it does. You know, Nashville's really fun. I can't say it enough how much I feel so bad for Sam after what happened at Nashville. You know, I would have been really cool to race against him that whole time, but stuff happens. But yeah, that was a really good race. I was really watching for Sam on that restart because I know he's crazy at them. And yeah, I was just looking at my mirror, but I got him on that restart. I just took it away at the end and got it done.
Well, hey, we appreciate you. And once again, you thank your new sponsors, and you look good in the cowboy hat, and maybe we'll see you in the cowboy hat sometime in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your Bald and Bougie Bandolero feature winner to 15, Jedrick Sidler. We're going to go down here and talk with the 7 of Sam Douglas. And Sam, just like I told Jedrick, I told him, it takes a lot of work to go from 2 different racetracks to Nashville, small track there to a lot bigger than this one, but to go to 2 different racetracks and then do the car setup, which you guys found out this week, it takes work, but still a competitive car here tonight, especially after the damage that taken place last week.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because without him, none of this is possible. 100%, as Shane was saying, it's hard coming from a big track to a small track. We got wrecked up in Nashville and had to throw the whole new front pieces on it and start all over. So we're learning again, learning how to get this car back dialed to this track. We'll be out here next 2 weeks, actually. We'll be out here next 2 weeks getting this car dialed in. And yeah, I'm super proud of this car, super proud of thank Mike Sloan for coming in and helping me. This car was not turning earlier today. It is better, but we still got some work to do on it to get it faster. Jedrick ran a heck of a race, and I want to thank my sponsors, Lebanon I-44 Speedway, Martin's One Stop, Midmo Car Keys, Ed's Flooring, just my grandpa, grandma, my family, everybody who helps me.
All right, well, we appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 7 of Sam Douglas. All right, we're going to go down here and talk with the 24 of Dominic Stevenson. Dom, well, last week you had a pretty good run. 14th at Nashville. Then you come here and finish with half of a car.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there, but finished with half of a car, so.
You finished, right? Yeah, I was talking with Jedrick and Sam, coming from one track to another, a lot of setup different, a lot of hard work goes into getting these cars ready, right?
Yeah, definitely a big change from a smaller track to a bigger track in Nashville.
Yeah, but hey, you had a lot of fun, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
And then, hey, school's going to be starting back up, and you're going to be competing on you and Sam on the football field and the racetrack.
Oh yeah.
All right, we appreciate you, Dom. And ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Stevenson. And then we're going to come here and talk with the 88 of August Jorgensen. August, hey, another great finish. Keep finishing strong and getting better, right?
Yeah. I kind of wish Waylon was here. Want him to get his car all fixed up so he can race again.
That's good sportsmanship right there for another competitor to wish another racer was here. But I saw Waylon this past week, and he said he's going to try to get that car together. So that means a lot, August, and Waylon would really appreciate that. Anybody you want to thank?
My dad, my mom, Paul's Towing, Dynamic Diesel Repair, Anytime Fitness.
All right. Well, hey, you're doing a good job on that, too. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 88 of August Jorgensen. All right, so we're going to get ready now and move on to our front-wheel drive Bandoleros as they'll be coming out. As they get ready to come out, I want to take the time to thank our great sponsors once again, Highland Dairy, Becky Burke, C&M Gearworks, Clayton Homes, Don Vance Ford, Douglas Tire and Auto, Eagle Machine, Ed Morris Chevrolet, Ellis Photography, Equipment Share, Fred Hines State Farm, Icon Graphics and Apparel, Laclede Electric Co-op, Lone Oak Printing, National TV Sales and Rental, Nature's Pantry, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Ozark Estates RV Park, Paul's Towing, Pillar Insurance, Remax Next Generation, Sierra Herden, Smith-Trash, Taylor Garborough Chevrolet, and T-Mobile. Appreciate them. As here we go on the pole, it'll be the 32 of Waynesville, Missouri's of Lee Ginger, and then the 3W of Tyler Morrison. Now 3W machine. It's going to be the P10, Derek Patton out of Stoutland, Missouri, and then the 3 Kundal Holton Simmons out of Hartville, Missouri. So 4 vans, 10 laps is your distance. And once again, a great fun little class here as green flag is in the air. Lee Ginger out front with a T3W of Tyler Morrison. Oh, look out. We've got trouble as caution's coming out. Caution coming out for as the P10 and the 3W got together there in turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Tower is going to be able to go on by himself. So we'll get back up here. So we Geiger in the 32, then the Coop Dog Holton Simmons, then the P10 of Derek Patton, and then the 3W of Tyler Morrison. So we got the new driver there in the 3W with Tyler. Then we got a new paint scheme on Coot Dog's number 3. He went from pink to gray as green flag is back in the air. Oh, that P10 don't use the brake. Holton goes in there and presses the brake and sets up the van, but that P10's like, I don't got a brake. Oh, no, right over a cone. As Coot Dog Holton Simmons has worked his way up now to that top spot. As Holton Simmons proven once and once again who the man is in the Vandelleros. As it is Coondog Holton Simmons up front. P10 Derek Patton in second. Here comes Lee right on the back end. Oh, here we go, side by side for the battle for second. An opportunity here for Tyler to gain some ground. But right now it's all Holton Simmons. Nobody around him. Oh, here comes Tyler on the inside of the P10. Wants some payback from the caution earlier in the race. As Holton coming down the backstretch, white flag is in the air. Just 2 more corners. Oh, look at this battle for third as we already got a winner. But the battle for third, oh! At the line, it's going to be the P10. Woo! Fans, what'd you think about that? Get you a minivan. Gut it out. Come on out and have some fun. But you guys got to compete with this man right here. The 3 of Holton Simmons. He is on a winning streak right now. He is on a winning streak. He's taking off his helmet, taking off the suit. Got a new paint scheme. Put some stickers on the side of it. Race fans, let them hear you. Your Bandolero feature winner, the 3 of Holton Simmons. Holton, buddy, on Salute the 75 night, Larry Phillips night. We might call you the Larry Phillips of the Bandoleros. Nobody could compete with you. Then this Tyler Morrison guy shows up. He puts Holton Who on the side of his van. And then nobody even around you. You got out there and drove off, man. You're coming out here and proving that Hartville produces some winners.
Yeah, it's a good time. That van racing's just like go-kart racing. It's fun to beat and bang, but thanks to the guys who do it with us, it's super fun, cheap way to get into a little bit of racing. But I want to thank Aaron Douglas. He puts a lot of time into this place and works endless hours outside of his full-time job he already has to put on these shows and make a good show for everybody. So I thank him, and I thank all the people for coming out. It's a great time. Thank you.
Hey, what? You put a lot of time into this van. We went from pink to gray. Why gray?
I don't know. I was tired of driving a pink van. That's pretty embarrassing, but we went gray. Sam helped me do it, made me a sticker and some stuff, so it was fun. It's a good time.
Girls are on their bachelorette party, and you're out here getting victories.
Yep, thank you guys.
Race fans, let them hear you. Your Bandolero feature, the 3 of Holton Coon Dog Simmons. He's got some fans. I didn't know Hartville had that many people. He's got one really good one up there. Man, he's got fans trying to. You got fans trying to get on the track, trying to jump the fence. They said do a burnout. Do a burnout. Woo, he's growing a fan base. All right, so up next will be our Nicholas Bradshaw Chargers. As they're checking the track there, some fluid is on the track from one of the vans, but mainly just there on the front stretch, and then it kind of went in the turn number 1 and 2. But up next will be our Chargers. Will be coming out next. Then we'll have our Legends, late models, street stocks, pure stocks, and then Crown Vics. So, is it somebody's birthday? Is it somebody's birthday? Grayson? Happy birthday, Grayson. Woo! All right, happy birthday. So the Nicholas Bradshaw Chargers is going to be coming up as 5 entries tonight. 12 laps will be the distance. Don't forget, race fans, tonight's racing coverage is brought to you by Show Me Dirt Live on Show Me Dirt. Thomas wanted to give a shout out to, once again, to Ramsey Stewart for coming and dropping off some stuff that Thomas was able to go live tonight, so appreciate that. I also want to thank Tim Barrier from Lone Oak Printing, photographer Tristan Cox. He's been doing the videography tonight as well. So a lot of media here. And so appreciate them giving the drivers some media coverage to put on their social media as the Taylor Garborough Pace Truck comes out. As on the pole will be the Lebanon, Missouri's 53 of Joe Williams. On his outside will be the 1 of Gary Barrows out of Gravois Mills, Missouri. Then it's going to be the 7W of Benny Ward out of Lebanon, Missouri. The 76 of Hal Smith and Michael Jurgensen in the 23. He's got a ratchet strap tied to the muffler that comes up through the floor of the car. Keeps his muffler from dragging, so they got to tighten that back up. He said he's going to start at the rear. So it's going to be Joe Williams in the 53 to 1 of Gary Barrows in second, the 76, Hale Smith, and the 23, Michael Jurgensen. Gary Barrows comes in tonight's race, your point leader, with 3 wins in 8 top 5s. Joe Williams in second with 1 win. Michael Jurgensen sitting in third with 4 wins for him in that 23 machine. 12 laps will be your distance. Green flag is in the air. Joe Williams out front in the 53 to 23 of Michael Jurgensen is going to jump right up to that first spot from the back to the front in 1 complete lap. As the 53 of Joe Williams. Sounds like the car is cutting out a little bit in that 53. But he's staying right there side by side with the 23 of Michael Jurgensen. And here comes the 1 of Gary Barrows. As once again the 53 He's going to probably shut it down. As headed there for Joe. Because once again, he was just having trouble pretty much from the start. We'll see if he's able to get it off the track. Oh, he's going to continue on. Nope, he's going to pull it into the pits. So right now we got Michael Jurgensen out front in the 23, the one of Gary Barrows in second. 76 of Hale Smith in third, and Benny Ward in the 7 in fourth. As Benny is going to take it to the pits. Michael Jurgensen out front there with a 3 to 4 car length lead in front of the one of Gary Barrows. 5 more laps to go. Michael Jurgensen still leads the way. It's still Michael Jurgensen expanding the lead out front. Out the line, he's got about a 3-second lead. You have 3-second lead on the one of Gary Barrows. As he will come into turns number 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. One more time around. Michael Jurgensen. Gonna get the checker flag. The one of Gary Barrows gonna come home in second. It's gonna be the 76 of Hale Smith coming home in third. So the 23, Michael Jurgensen is going to park it down here. Nope, he's not. He's going to do his victory lap. Should have known. Wild side, get ready. He's coming at you. Michael Jurgensen doing his signature victory lap. Yeah. All right, he's got some, Aaron D's got some Larry Phillips shirts he's going to throw out. So make some noise if you guys want some Larry Phillips t-shirts. We'll see if Aaron D's got an arm. You got a helmet too, so he's going to be passing the helmet and got a shirt as passing out shirts as well. Now, if he throws like he did at that golf tournament yesterday, it ain't going to be any good. So, watch out. Here we go. Pork belly bend, get ready. 23, Michael Jurgensen coming at you. The fence is shaking. It's rattling over there. They're getting wild. They've had too much homemade chips over there. Pork belly bend. No pork belly tonight. He's going to park it down here. He's going to shut it off. Got a little Larry Phillips sign here. The rear window of the car. So once again, Aaron D passing around the helmet and passing out some t-shirts. So race fans, let them hear you. Your Nicholas Bradshaw Charger feature winner 23, Michael Jurgensen. Well, Mikey, first lap, went from the back to the front. And then I think scared Joe a little bit. And then he was competitive there a few more laps, but then he had some power trouble there. Wasn't able to get the car running good, but he pulled off. And then after that, it was just a Saturday night cruise, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on the start. John said green, and I hit the gap, and nobody else went green. I don't know what happened, but nah, man, this thing's a blast to drive. I haven't changed anything, and tonight it handled the best it's ever handled. So I don't know. This thing just keeps getting better. I love this car.
Yeah, hey, we appreciate you, and once again, having this car out here means a lot, and I know there's a lot of people you want to thank.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it enough. Thanks to Michaela and Sean. They're at a concert in Kansas tonight, but thank you to them for letting me wheel this thing. Thanks to my uncle for letting us keep it at the shop still and work on it whenever we need to or whatever. And thank you to everybody that's ever sponsored Nick, sponsored this car, whatever. And I forgot last week, or the last race, but I got to shout out Ashley Rector with REC Auto Parts. She's the one that got me the motor for this thing whenever we blew up beginning of the season. And man, it sucks that happened at the beginning of the season because we'd have a pretty good lead in the points, I think, right now if that hadn't happened. But hey, you know, it is what it is, so we're all right.
All right, well, race fans, let him hear you as he celebrates another win. Win number 5. Win number 5, as it will be for Michael. If you didn't tote bag, they still have tote bags in the souvenir stand. So if you didn't tote bag, you can go to the souvenir stand and get a tote bag. The track now is Legends coming on the track. Caution coming in. Legends has 29 and the 111 made contact. And green flag in the air. John Hickey out front in the 11, then the 29 of Nate Scribner in second. They got 6 more laps to go. Nate Scribner going to go on the outside of the 11. He jumps up there to that front spot. As the 29 and Nate Scribner now out front in front of the 11, John Hickley. '68 of Ben Murphy in third with the 111 of Kellen Murphy. Kellen Murphy, excuse me, in that second spot. So it's Nate Scribner, Kellen Murphy, and then Ben Murphy. Down the front stretch they go. 2 more laps to go. Nate Scribner, can he hold off the 12-year-old, the 111 of Kellen Murphy? White flag is in the air. Here we go. Down the backstretch they go. Kellen Murphy going to go on the inside of the 29 of Scribner. They make contact. And Ben Murphy, your winner. Wow, what a finish. The 68. At the right time, the right place. Well, that's what you call right time, right place. Well, oh, push you. right there. Gonna park it. I'm gonna stay right here, not move. Here we go. So he's gonna take off the helmet. Race fans, let them hear you. Your legend, feature winner, 68, Ben Murphy. All right. Well, get over here. You got to talk. All right. Well, I don't know if you call that right time, right place, but well, I guess that's what you can call it. But you ever been at the right place at the right time before?
No, I'm usually in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm not used to things working out my way, so I'll take it. That was fun.
Well, it was fun, and I did not expect that to happen, but in racing, anything can happen.
I'm the most surprised person here, so nope, that was a good race. It seemed like everybody was doing good, and a lot of fun. Wish there was about 20 more laps. I'd still be out there.
What do you think about the high banks? It's a pretty neat track, ain't it?
Oh, I love it. Way better than a flat track. It's let her eat, man.
Anybody you want to thank?
I guess I'll thank car owner Kevin Murphy, my nephew Kellen for showing me how to drive these things, follow him around for a little bit, and John Hickey, my brother Brian. Yeah. I just decided Monday I was going to come drive this thing, so I don't know.
You decided Monday, and then on Saturday you end up at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get lapped. That was
you didn't get lapped. You got first. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There you have it, race fans. Your legend winner in front of the Taylor Garble official pace truck. So we want to thank, once again, Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet for the official pace truck. We kind of got a scare earlier today. I was here getting things ready and making sure tonight everything was ready to go. And I saw somebody getting our pace truck, and I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought maybe Jimmy was here and he was going to get in the pace truck, and then I really didn't see it leave, but then a few minutes later Aaron comes up and he says, "Hey, where'd the pace truck go?" And I was like, I have no clue. I don't know where it went. And Jimmy wasn't here. We found out Jimmy wasn't here yet, and we had no clue where the pace truck had went. It was gone. It was not here on the facility. We drove around, drove everywhere. We called somebody from Taylor Grubauer and said, "Hey, did somebody come get the pace truck?" And they said, "No." I dropped it off and left it there. And we said, "Okay." And sure enough, they came and got it. It got sold. So we found out where it went to, but it's kind of like a scary moment there. But they're selling pace trucks as they come. So we appreciate them for sponsoring the official pace truck, and congratulations to them on getting a sale today, even though it scared us here at the racetrack. So we thought somebody had stole the pace truck, but we got a different one, so appreciate them. All right, coming up next, we've got the late models going to be coming out. 30 laps for the late models. As right now in the M3 Hilltop Ranch late models, we got Kay McQuinney, your point leader, as Trenton Masters is 26 points behind him. As Cape's got 1 win on the season, but Trenton is sitting with 0 wins, but 7 top 5s and 8 starts. So got to be consistent. As we talked with Trenton earlier during autograph session, and he has no voice. So if he wins tonight, not sure how we're going to do that interview. We'll find a way, though. On the track right now, we got the 05 of Kay McQuinney out of Lebanon, Missouri. Got the 27R of Joe Ross out of Independence, Missouri. Then the 73 of Trenton Masters out of Columbia, Missouri. And the 91 of Dylan Bates out of Fair Grove, Missouri. .30 laps will be the distance for the late models tonight, as they will warm up the tires before we go green. All right, here we'll get lined back up here after getting heat in the tires. .30 times around it will be for the late models. Kay McQuinney, Joe Ross, front row. Trent Masters and Dylan Bates, row number 2. Green flag is in the air. Joe Ross leading the way in the turn number 3 and 4. Dylan Bates right behind him as Kay McQuinney in the 05. In third, the 73 of Trent Masters sitting there in 4th. As right now, it's the 27 of Joe Ross sitting there in 2nd. Kay McQuinney in the 05 in 3rd. As it sits, Joe Ross leads the way. Dylan Bates in the 91 in 2nd. Kay McQuinney in the 05 in 3rd. Trent Masters in 4th. Dylan Bates trying to look on the inside. Joe Ross on the outside. Dylan Bates out front in the 91. Joe Ross in the 27 in second. The 05 of Kay McQuinney in third. Dylan Bates, your leader out front. Joe Ross in the 27 in second. Dylan, the 91. The 27 of Joe Ross second. The 73 of Trenton Masters in third. Dylan Bates leading the way. The 27 of Joe Ross second. The 73, Trenton Masters in third. That's down to fin the turns number 3 and 4 they go. Dylan Bates out front in the 91. The 27 of Joe Ross in second. Down the backstretch they go into turns number 3 and 4. Dylan Bates leads the way with 6 more laps to go. Dylan Bates out front in the 91. Joe Ross in the 27 second, the 73 of Trenton Masters in third. Dylan Bates, your leader, with 2 more laps to go. White flag is in the air one more time around. Dylan Bates will get win number 5 on the season. Joe Ross will come out of turn number 4. Come on, second. Trent Masters will come home in 3rd. So Dylan Bates getting the 5th win on the season. And his 91 performance. As he will park it down here in Victory Lane. Nice looking race car here. Another dominant performance from Dylan. Race fans, let them hear you. Your M3 Hilltop Ranch late model feature winner, the 91 of Dylan Bates. Dylan, nice and cool in there tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a hot one. Yeah, not much to say about that. That was yeah, that'll melt you out of the seat for sure.
A nice dominant performance once again. Good to see Joe back out here, and I know you kind of team up with him. He helps you a lot, but it's fun to run with Joe and those guys, ain't it?
Yeah, for sure. Fun to bump fenders with the car owner. Great to have him out here, and appreciate all he does for me and this whole race team. And I'm very proud of this car and everything we've done with it, and I'm pretty confident that we could take this thing anywhere in the country and be competitive and contend for a win. So pretty proud of it and looking to keep the momentum rolling the rest of the year.
Yep, and come home and get a salute to 75 feature win.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, again, can't thank Joe Ross, RNS Automotive, John Chris Comedy, Sentinel Foundation, Z-Max Micro Lubricants, so many people, my parents, Jason, Eric, Larry are here tonight. Victoria's down there. It's a great crew. We got the Bass Pro co-workers over here. We've got a packed house, so pretty cool.
You got a fan club over there. We could have got you in a minivan tonight. They would really love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Race fans, your M3 Hilltop Ranch late model feature winner, the 91 of Dylan Bates. What the poor performance by Bass Pro. In your feature winner, Dylan Bates. All right, okay, that was a little bit, man. All right. Up next, we will have our Pure Stocks. Or Street Stocks, excuse me, Street Stocks will be up next, and then the Pure Stocks, and then the Crown Vics. So 3 more features to go tonight. So once again, fans, we appreciate each and every one of you for being out here tonight on Back to School night, and salute to 75. And Military Appreciation Night. We will be here on August the 29th for the Route 66 cruise in and Battle of the Bands taking place on August the 29th. So looking forward to that. So we get ready now for our Nate's Concrete Pumping Street Stock feature. 25 laps tonight for the street stocks. As they roll out here on the pole will be Lebanon, Missouri's 00 of Chris Johnson on the outside with the 5 of Matt Hazel out of Lebanon, Missouri. Row number 2 on the inside from Waynesville, Missouri with the 4 of Josh Hazel. On the outside with the 33 of Riley Sharp out of Fairgrove, Missouri. Row number 3 will be Lebanon, Missouri's 99 of Corey Henson. On his outside with the 6 of Ed Mangus out of Lebanon, Missouri. And then it'll be Dakota Scribner out of the 27 out of Lebanon, Missouri, and the 88 of Michael Jurgensen. All right, here we go. 25 laps will be the distance. As we got a close points battle in the Nate's Concrete Pumping Street Stocks. Michael Jurgensen with a 15-point lead in front of the 27, Dakota Scribner, and then the 5 of Matt Hazel, 35 points behind Dakota. And then Corey Henson in 4th, and Ed Mangus in 5th. Green flag is in the air. Not wasting any time as down the backstretch they go. Chris Johnson out front, your leader to 4 of Josh Hazel. Second to 5 of Matt Hazel on the outside. As that's Chris Johnson out front, your leader, Josh Hazel, trying to hold off the brother of Matt Hazel, who's on the outside of the 33 of Riley Sharp. Chris Johnson with a big lead as we got problems on the backstretch. As big damage, hard hit on the backstretch as we will go check on these drivers after a hard hit. Taking out some banners there. As once again, 3 cars kind of battling there for one position. Josh Hazel, Matt Hazel, and Riley Sharp. And then down the backstretch they went. And our safety crew, Paul's Towing and Recovery, with a quick response. As they will tend to the damage there on the 5 machine, and the 33 able to drive away. So they will tend to the 5. All right, quick clean up there from our track crew. Appreciate them. And once again, glad that both drivers were able to make it away from that one. As Matt Hazel stood on the track and encouraged his brother in the 4. Gave him a little bit of boost there as he's sitting there in that second spot. We've got Chris Johnson in the 00, your leader. Josh Hazel on the 4 in second. Michael Jurgensen in the 88. Sitting there in third. Ed Menges in the 6. In fourth, we've got Corey Henson and Riley Sharp. Here we go. Chris Johnson with 3 wins on the season so far here. As right now he's sitting in that number 1 spot. Nowhere, double foul restart. Green flag is in the air. Chris Johnson out front. Michael Jurgensen in the 88 in second. Josh Hazel in third. As right now it is Chris Johnson out front. Michael Jurgensen. On the back at the 00, Chris Johnson. JNC Racing competing up for that number 1 spot. For Josh Hazel, sitting there in third. Corey Henson in the 99 in fourth. Riley Sharp in the 33 in fifth. Chris Johnson with a 0.2 of a second lead in front of the 88 of Michael Jurgensen. We got 18 more laps to go. Chris Johnson holding off Mikey in the 88. Mikey getting that clean air up there on the high side. As Mikey trying to something happen up there on the outside lane. Both of them driving in 2 different lanes. As once again, lap after lap. Here comes Mikey now, doing a crossover move now on the inside. In the turns, number 3 and 4, they go. Chris Johnson staying in his lane. He knows where his car runs the best. Mikey, he's trying the high side. He's trying the bottom side. Nothing really working, but he's not falling off. He's staying right there and competing. So we got 13 more laps to go. As it's Chris Johnson in a 00. Michael Jurgensen in the 88. Racing hard for the lead. Here comes Mikey. Working that high side again. Getting that clean air. Is he going to shoot to the bottom? No, he's going to stay on the high side. It's the race for power. Here we go. Now we got a good race down the backstretch. Literally side by side. Two drivers competing for one spot at the line. Chris Johnson still out front. 0.02 of a second in front of the 88 of Michael Jurgensen. Michael Jurgensen falls back a little bit. Stays right there with Chris. Down the back front stretch they go. Here comes the Mikey, gonna do another crossover move. Didn't work the first time, will it work the second time? Chris Johnson still staying in that lane. He likes it there. The car runs best there. Mikey giving all that he can. These drivers compete strong here in the Nate's Concrete Pumping Street Stock class. Mikey laying back a little bit. We still got 7 more laps to go. Does Mikey have anything left? Here we go. Closing the gap a little bit. 0.4 of a second separating Chris and Michael. Down the front stretch we go. 6 more laps to go, and we're going to do it all over again. Mikey going to try that outside lane. He's going to see if it makes it stick. Go back to 2 races ago, and Michael and Dakota had a race just like this. Two drivers competing the whole race for one spot. Down in the turns, number 1 and 2. Running out of time with 4 more laps to go. They go into turn number 3 and 4 now. Mikey going to try that outside again. Just like 2 weeks ago. Or 3 weeks ago. Chris Johnson, can he hold off? The 88 of Michael Jurgensen. Down the front stretch they go. With 2 more laps to go. Michael, what's he going to do right here? He's going to stay behind Chris. They're coming up on a lap car to 99 of Corey Henson. As we've got the white flag in the air one more time around. Here we go. Down the back stretch. Going into turns number 3 and 4. No, nothing's going to do it. It's going to be the 00 of Chris Johnson. The 88 of Michael Jurgensen second, and the 4 of Josh Hazel coming home in third. Wow, what a race. What a competitive race right there. Clean race up front between 2 drivers. It was all Chris. He won that checkered flag. He earned it. He earned that victory lap right there. Wild sign, he's going to come to you, the 00. as he's coming down the front stretch. As he's going to be in a great mood after that race. Two really competitive drivers going after it. But it was the 00 Chris Johnson getting it done on a warm night here at Lebanon I-44 Speedway. He's going to add to the stickers on the side of this car. Yeah, open that water, he says. Take all the time you need, Chris. Earned that for sure. Race fans, let them hear you. Your Nate's Concrete Pumping Street Stock Feature winner, the 00 Chris Johnson. Chris, very competitive night here tonight. Man, Mikey was throwing everything at you. The high side, the bottom, then he would try to do a little crossover and still wouldn't get it done. But going on through your lap times, man, the last 15 laps, you were running consistently a 17.9. Very consistent. You were staying in your lane, and you got it done, didn't you?
Yes, sir. We worked hard on this one. Scribner's really made me go back into the playbook. He got fast. That's fine. I'm glad he's fast. I want him to be fast. I want everybody to be fast because I'm only as fast as the guys I'm racing. So, I mean, hats off to Mikey, helped me. My dad, I'm on the road all the time, so I don't get to race every weekend, but it is what it is.
Yeah, hey, very competitive, very clean up front between you two, and you wanted the water. It's a warm one tonight, but it's a fun one to celebrate, especially on Larry Phillips night.
Oh, yeah, Larry Phillips was a big part of this track. I came here when I sat right over there, tier parking, and I go down and see Larry every night. A lot of people didn't like him. That's their problem, you know. But I learned real quick when I could talk to him and when I couldn't.
All right. Well, anybody you want to thank one more time?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, my wife Ashley, my niece Bailey here. Let's see, Ace Muffler, Dynamic Diesel, Bulldog Trucking.
All right, well, race fans, there you have it. Your Nate's Concrete Pumping Street Stock feature winner, the 00 of Chris Johnson. All right, up next we have our Dirt Pure Stocks coming up next. Once again, we want to thank our great sponsors here at the racetrack: Highland Dairy, Becky Burt, C&M Gearworks, Clayton Homes, Don Vance Ford, Douglas Tire and Auto, Eagle Machine, Ed Morris Chevrolet, Els Photography, Equipment Share, Fred Hines State Farm, Icon Graphics and Apparel, LeClete Electric Co-op, Lone Oak Printing, National TV Sales and Rental, Nature's Pantry, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Ozark Estates RV Park, Paul's Towing, Pillar Insurance, Remax Next Generation, Sierra Hurton, Smith Dash Trash, Taylor Gruball Chevrolet, the official Pace Truck, and T-Mobile Internet. Appreciate them for coming on board this season in 2026. Just reminding everybody that we are kind of coming down to the end of the season here with school starting that back up, but we still got a few more races left. August the 29th is our Route 66 Cruise In. Battle of the Bands, August 5th, or September 5th, is the American Big Rig Series. As we get ready now for the Pure Sox. And on the pole for this one will be the 16 of Cooper Warren Co. There'll be the 174 of Derek Lampy, and then the 13 of Greg Dykstra. As in the heat race, it was the 16 of Warren Co. and the 174 of Lampy. Put on a race there in heat race earlier tonight. Here we go. Going to 15 laps is the distance. Green flag is in the air. Lampy on the inside of the 16 of Warren Co. Down the backstretch they go. Gonna go up there a little bit on that high side. And after a while, it's gonna be the 174 of Derek Lampy. An 18.404. As that lap goes to Cooper Warren Co. So 2 laps, 2 different leaders, with Lampy on the inside, Warren Co. on the outside. Cooper out of Buffalo, Derek Lampy out of Springfield, Missouri. Down the backstretch they go. Cooper Warren Co. with the advantage coming out of 2. Down the backstretch they go. Derek Lampy in the 174 in second. Cooper Warren Co. out front. We got 9 more laps to go. Warren Co. and Lampy staying within striking distance of each other. Here comes Lampy now. Try to send it in the turns number 3 and 4. Warren Co. on the outside, Lampy down the backstretch now. So we got 6 more laps to go. Just like the street stocks, the pure stocks are putting on a show as well. Oh, too close to call with Warren Co. still out front, your leader. We got a 5-lap shootout here. Working through lap traffic. 3 wide coming out of 4. We're staying green. Oh, a little bit of up in there. Warren Coe going to go down to the bottom now. Warren Coe saw Lampy go to the bottom. He's going to try the same thing. Warren Coe now on the inside of Lampy. Down the backstretch they go. Here we go. Going to be a good one here. First pure stock race with 2 more laps to go. Derek Lampy still got the advantage. White flag is in the air. Here comes Warren Coe. Does he got anything left in it? Down the back stretch in the turns number 3 and 4. Gonna send it into 3 and 4. Derek Lampy getting the win. What a race. The first pure stock race. Derek Lampy getting it done here. We talked to him at the autograph session. And for our first race, that was something else right there. We'll get a few more of these, and it's going to be really fun and competitive as he gets his first ever asphalt win. Ladies and gentlemen, your pure stock feature winner, the 174 of Derek Lampy. Come on over here. He says, I don't know what to do. We talked at an autograph session, but man, that was fun. That was very competitive, and a lot of a fun one to call for me and a fun one for the fans to watch. And you got your first asphalt win on a Salute to 75 Larry Phillips, where from your town, Springfield, Missouri, and man, pretty special, ain't it?
Oh yeah, that was a blast. I don't know if I've raced side by side with anybody like that in my life, so it was. I'm glad it was clean, nothing bad happened, and I'm glad to come out in victory lane.
Yeah, it was clean the whole race, and both cars were. You'd go on the inside, he'd go on the outside, then he would try the inside, and you would both. But they were liking pretty much anywhere on the racetrack. I know you guys have been testing here before, but man, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I am too. I'm just glad to have a track where you can kind of race everywhere, and it's not like dirt where you never know where the lane's going to be and it changes throughout the night. So it's different, and trying to adjust is definitely something.
It's pretty consistent, and I know that the heat plays a factor into it, but other than that, it's pretty much what it is. So congratulations, first ever asphalt win here at the High Banks 11-9-44 Speedway. Salute to 75. Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom for watching my baby girl, my dad and my brother for helping me set this up, my wife for supporting me, and Spray Foam Near Me for sponsoring the car.
All right, race fans, there you have it. Your pure stock feature winner, 174, Derek Lampy. Well, for the past few races, we've seen two cars battle it out for one spot, but we're getting ready to see 19 cars battle here tonight, as it will be our Martin's one-stop Crown Vics feature, as they will come out last feature of the night, and it's going to be a dandy as we get ready for this one. As once again, we appreciate each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Thank you guys for supporting the family, the White family, and Jacob White, and hopefully a little bit of love sent his way. We also want to wish the best of luck to all the students out there, the teachers and the staff for the schools, which wish you the best of luck in your school year, and just pray for a great school year and safety over the schools. And a salute to 75 and Military Appreciation Night, and we're going to end it here with the Martin's One-Stop Crown Vics, and this is how they will roll out on the pole. It'll be Cuba, Missouri 70 of Yvette Eichelman. On her outside, going to be 93 Eldridge, Missouri's Roger Graves. Row number 2 will be Marshville, Missouri 69 of Chris Tender. And on the outside will be the 28 of Jacob Merriman. Row number 3 on the inside will be Plato, Missouri's 3 of Garth Griswold. And on the outside from Marshfield, Missouri will be the 19 of Clay Sarton. Row number 4 will be St. Roberts, Missouri's 55 of Brian Moore. And on the outside will be Grove Springs, Missouri's 31 of Farmer Decker. Row number 5 will be St. Roberts, Missouri's the 7 of Dakota Hubbard. And then it'll be the 75 of Lakeway, Missouri's Brad Halterman. Row number 6 on the inside will be Lebanon, Missouri's Sierra Herden in car number 8. And on the outside will be 62 of Bo Dial out of Lebanon, Missouri. Then will be row number 7, Jefferson City, Missouri's 68N, and Nathaniel Adware. And then the outside will be Columbia, Missouri 0 of Trenton Masters. Row number 8 will be Arleta Vest out of Lebanon, Missouri in car number 16. There'll be Adam Holly in car number 18. Then row number 9 will be Joseph McWhorter and Zane Martin. And then row number 10 will be the 05 of Kay McClinney out of Lebanon, Missouri. Going into the night with the points battle. It is the 05 of Kay McClinney with a 26-point lead in front of the 70 of Yvette Eichelman. Here you go. Pick you out a winner. Pick you out one. Cheer them on. It's going to be a lot of fun. Competitive field here tonight. Some drivers in the back. Got to do a little bit of work to get up front. 25 laps will be the distance. Yvette Eichelman, she said here in intermission, the only way she thinks she has a shot if it goes caution-free. Well, we'll see what happens here. The Taylor Gruball Chevrolet Pace truck will send them around, I believe, one more time. As coming to the line, lights are going off. Green flag this time. Race fans, it's the Martin's One-Stop Crown Vics. "19 strong checked in tonight. Here we go. Get on the edge of your seats. Last but not least, we're bringing you some Crown Vic racing. Green flag is in the air. Whoa, look at the battle. 3 wide for second coming down the backstretch. Tender, Merriman, Graves all battling for one spot behind your leader, the 70 of Yvette Eichelman. We got 1 lap in. Yvette Eichelman out front, the 28 of Jacob Merriman in second, the 69 of Chris Tender. Working there in that third spot. As of right now, it's Eichelman, Merriman, Tender, then the race there for fourth between Griswold and Graves. Griswold now jumps in front of the 93 of Graves. Clay starting in the 19 behind the 93 of Graves. As we go down the front stretch now. Still Eichelman out front. The 28 of Jacob Merriman in second. The 69 of Chris Tender in third. Garth Griswold in the 3, sitting there in fourth. Roger Graves in the 93. In fifth, Kane McQuitty, though, in the 05, has worked his way up into the top 10. He's sitting there in that 7th spot as he is working there on the outside of the 19 of Clay Sarton. Down in the turns, 3 and 4 they go. Came now on the inside of the 93 of Roger Graves. Came has worked his way into the top 5 now. Down the backstretch, down the turns, number 3 and 4. McQuitty on the inside of the 3 of Griswold. Okay, McQuitty the 05. Picking them off, 1 lap at a time. Has worked his up down to that 3rd spot. Down the backstretch now into turns number 3 and 4. Eichelman still leads the way, has led pretty much the whole race. Jacob Merriman in second. The 05 of Kate McQuitty sitting there in third. Has worked his way up to that 3rd spot. We got 13 more laps to go. Down the backstretch. Kate McQuitty now on the inside. Jumps up to that 2nd spot now. From the back to the front. As we got 12 more laps to go. Eichelman, McQuitty, Merriman, Tender, and Griswold. Your top 5 as the caution comes out. Oh, in turn number 4, the 31 of Farmer Deckard. Well, Yvette said if it stayed green, I most likely would have a chance. Well, almost got it. But we got a caution. 12 laps 13 laps in, 12 more laps to go. And it's Yvette Eichelman, your leader. Kay McQuinney in the 05 has started 19th, has made his way up to that second spot. We look at the average lap times right now. And Kay running a 19.6, Yvette Eichelman a 19.8, but the last 3 laps, Kay running a 19.5 and Yvette running a 19.8. So here we go. Lights are off. Gonna go back racing this time. 13 laps in, 12 more laps to go. Over halfway. And green flag is in the air. Here we go, down the backstretch they go. Eichelman. Did she look at the scoreboard during the caution and see the 05? Here comes Chris Tinder. Tinder on the outside of the 28 of Merriman. Down the backstretch they go now. As it's Eichelman, McQuinney, Tinder, Merriman, and the battle there for 5th between Graves and Griswold. Here comes McQuinney. He's got plenty of room on the outside, but Eichelman closes the door and the caution comes out. Caution coming out. And out the line, it's still the 70 of Yvette Eichelman with 10 more laps to go, and caution coming out for Arleta Vest in car number 16. All right. So 10 more laps to go. Can Eichelman hold off Tinder and McQuinney, who's sitting 1 row behind her, as they come to the line? The lights will be going off. Green flag this time. Green flag is in the air. Here we go. Down the backstretch they go. Oh, going off of the pit road. The 93 of Graves. as we got 9 more laps to go now. Eichelman out front. K. McClinton in the 05 working on the outside. Just like he was before the caution came out. McClinton on the outside, Eichelman on the inside, and new race leader, K. McClinton. Eichelman though, pushing Cave up the track a little bit, up in the marbles. Staying there on that inside. Once again, going up a little bit. Keeping Cave up there. Staying clean and green. 2 drivers competing for that spot, like we've seen all night. Cave trying to make something happen. Yvette Eichelman not giving it up so quick. Down in the turns number 3 and 4, and Eichelman going around and bringing out the caution. She tried. She gave it all that she had. She's doing her part. She's been around this track before. Not in a Crown Vic, but a late model. And she was trying to stand her ground there on that inside. And Cave was staying there on the outside, but just ran out of room. Lights are off. 6 more laps to go. Green flag is back in the air. K. McQuinney in the 05 out front. Jacob Merriman in the 28. In second, the 69 of Chris Tender. In third, with 5 more laps to go. Down the back stretch into turns number 3 and 4. Chris Tender wanting a podium spot. Jumps up down the inside of the 28 of Jacob. Down the back stretch down with McQuinney with the 3 to 4 car length lead in front of the 69 of Chris Tender. as Jacob Merriman up against the wall. And we're staying green. Down the front stretch, Kay McQuinney. 69 of Chris Tender, second. The 88 of Zane Martin in third. White flag is in the air. One more time around. Kay McQuinney gonna come away with another feature win. Make it win number 7. Chris Tender, second. The 88 of Zane Martin coming home in third. And the 73 of Joseph McWhorter in fourth. So the 05 of Kate McQuinney gonna get out of the car. Race fans, let them hear you. Your Martin's One Stop Crown Vic feature winner from the 05 of Kay McQuinney. Once again, another performance from the back to the front. Where's your head? Well, Cave, man, another great performance. Another great performance by all the drivers tonight. Just had 2 cautions there, but wasting no time doing what you do, work your way through the field, then got up there and had Yvette Eichelman out there, and you two competing hard for one spot. And then the altercation there can go both ways, but you got the win.
Yeah, I really didn't expect to. I got up to the front faster than I thought. I was rolling the top, and it was just working, so I kind of just stayed up there and got around a few cars and just kept running outside. I was like, okay, it's working, so I just was going to stay up there. And then finally got up there and kind of got ran up the track, and I was like, well, I'm going off the track. I'm going to kind of stay right here. So got hit pretty hard. I was like, well, that wasn't really what I wanted, but it's cool to win on 75 night because Larry Phillips and everything between him being such a great short track racer. He's one of the guys that I wish I could be someday. So it's cool to win it on this night and to come from the back to the front again. Gonna have to do it next week.
Yeah, hey, you're the last class, so we get to talk a little bit. Well, you got to go to Nashville last weekend too. Tell the fans about that experience.
Nashville's pretty cool. It's not old, it's vintage. It's just cool there because everything's nice and it's such a big track and so iconic. It's on my bucket list track, so just to go watch Sam. I know I got a spot Sam for half a lap or a corner, and I didn't get a spot Cole, which was the plan. But overall, it was such a cool track to go there, and I hope Sam did learn a little bit, even though he got wrecked soon. But it was such a cool trip with everybody.
We're missing somebody tonight, so maybe we can go to the Waffle House tonight, right?
It's pretty late, but yeah, thank you, Peepaw, once again. Thank you, Peepaw, for letting me drive it and doing everything he does. Trusting for all the videos. Aaron and Sam and everybody helping. Zane for spotting for me in the late model. And Mom, Dad, and Kale at home watching, thank you. And yeah, Claudia, sorry that you missed it.
She was supporting Noah on the beach. All right, race fans, let them hear you. Your Martin's One Stop Crown Vic feature winner, the 05 of Kay McQuinney. And looking forward to another night of racing on August the 29th fans, we appreciate you guys for coming out and supporting us. A little bit of a late night, but we wanted to make sure we beat the heat and made sure to keep these drivers safe and our workers safe, and appreciate each and every one of you, from our staff to our fans to our drivers. Guys, it's been a great time here. God bless you. Have a safe trip home, and we'll see you next time right here at the High Banks of Lebanon I-44 Speedway on August the 29th.